Squatters, I hope you guys are good, super cool. It's another day. We still continue to engage. We still continue to talk about issues that are affecting our country, more especially critical issues which we feel that these are the issues which can change the whole political landscape in our country. You know, squatters, I will tell you this, ne? What I normally do before I shoot a content and do a story about something, because my content is more based on opinionated, slogan says, whatever in English, that I will always check, research, and do my thing and put my view out there. So I made an episode about how I feel about this whole Afriforum and Solidariteit issue, and I still maintain that those terrorists, they must be arrested. They are disrespectful. They are Afrikaners who are so privileged to do nonsense in our country, and they must be treated with harsh measures, by the way. And sometimes you happen to sit down and want to actually check the mood of the country, to check on social media, to check my colleagues on YouTube. And I'm like, we agree on this, that these people, they must just be arrested. Everybody agrees. Everybody completely agrees. You can talk about Shulani, the Tsonga Prince. You can talk about King Said So, and all of my colleagues on YouTube. They agree that this is nonsense. And now I come to a conclusion that actually, by listening to a president talking yesterday about this issue and saying a strong message will be sent, that I don't understand what he actually means. I feel like he's just bluffing, as he always does. Because if you say a strong message must be sent, but we need to learn that we stay in our country when we have issues, what does he actually mean? By the way, Donald Trump has cut the aid permanently so now. I saw it on the news that no, he will never, reinstate his aid. And by the way, God ridden. We are not about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not our president. He's the president of the US. We are looking at Ramaphosa. What is he going to do and how he reacts? And by the way, it's a waste of time for him to try to send delegates and all. By the way, this thing of delegates, was started by this spineless president that we have, Cyril Ramaphosa, because he himself, he initiated that he is going to send his delegate to America to beg Donald Trump, to think twice about his relationship with our country. And now, these four terrorists, they went before they went before you could send the delegate. Afrikaners are like that, traditionally. So, like, if you say, I'm going to do this, that they feel it's going to be against them, they go first. So, they went first. Anyway, that's not the issue. The issue here is that if the mood is the same, we set the same tone. Because why I avoid watching my colleagues, what they're saying about a story before I make my view public, is that I avoid being influenced by what you watch, you consume. And by the way, somehow it might influence your feeling, how you actually felt initially about the story. So after doing that episode, I watched what my colleagues are saying, because this is a story that everybody is talking about. And so we've got the same concerns, and we share the same worries. So it's like, if President Cyril Ramaphosa watch our content and sees how much furious we are, will he think we are just crazy, man? Or maybe we are not there, we don't understand the diplomatic thing and all of that. By the way, if the relationship is over, then why are we trying to resuscitate it, to to extend the lifespan, because we can see that clearly Donald Trump doesn't have a relationship with our president, and we are just waiting as citizens to see how is Ramaphosa going to react on this, in a sense that what is it exactly going to do with these Afrikaners guys who went there behind his back, or I don't know if he knew about it, but they chose to go to the White House. And by the way, like I said before, that Elon Musk is behind all this nonsense that we are facing now today. He's a snake, that guy. You know, he's a great pretender, by the way. He stands there as if, no, he's cool, he's fine. He actually initiated that to Donald Trump, to say to Donald Trump, now let's welcome those 4 gentlemen so that we can plan going forward how to punish South Africa. Let me tell you something, Donald Trump. You can't punish Africans. You can't punish us. If you want to starve us, we are hungry even now. So you are wasting your time if you say you want to starve us. And by the way, we've got minerals. And if you cut whatever you ate or whatever that you want to cut, it's fine. We will survive. We are Africans. We are strong. We will survive. And we are not going to rise against Cyril Ramaphosa, because we can see that what you want to cause a civil war in our country, that now people look at Cyril Ramaphosa as someone who's bad. I want Cyril Ramaphosa to continue with what he started, by the way. He must be firm. If he's serious and he means business, he must continue with what he started, and we will support him, by the way. We are not here to, you know, on this planet Earth to beg other people who are human beings. No. Donald Trump is a human being. Elon Musk is a human. This is what I hate most. That, you know, to be subjected to someone, it's so painful, squatters. It's so painful that you don't have your freedom. You can't function. Let's break free from these Western countries who are exploiting us and subjecting us to nonsense. Let's break free. So if Donald Trump wants to cut diplomatic ties, he's welcome. He can even come and crash, demolish his structures here. The U.S. Embassy in Pretoria, the consulate in Johannesburg, in Durban, in Cape Town. He can come and demolish his structures, by the way. We are not desperate. We've been going on with our lives even before those embassies. By the way, as Africans, we survive on organic food. Spinach, cabbage, tomatoes. We survive on those things. We don't need the US aid, you know, to survive or what. No, they didn't make us. They can't break us. And, you know, these Afrikaners, they went there for only 2 reasons, you know. Number one, they are targeting Cyril Ramaphosa for that land expropriation bill. They want to pressure him to change his mind. I'm saying, President Cyril Ramaphosa, don't change your mind. Let's go ahead with this land. If we become Zimbabwe, let it be. We are not scared of becoming Zimbabwe. We are not scared. In fact, we want to be Africans. We want to be ourselves. You know, you guys are overcrowding us. We can't be ourselves. We want to be ourselves and have farms and be into agriculture and produce our own food. Number 2, they are targeting Julius Malema. Like we said, you know, most of us, industry colleagues, that he mustn't really touch Julius Malema. Julius Malema is, you know, is our main man. He is the man of the match, so he's the captain of the ship. They mustn't touch him. We can't allow them to bully us, because if they can bully Julius Malema, it means they can bully all of us to make us keep quiet and not express our views. Even the channels we have, they will end up bullying us to say, yes, this channel must just be cancelled. You can't talk like this. This guy is reckless and whatsoever. No. This is our freedom. In South Africa, by the way, we fought for this freedom. We fought for this freedom, and no one will silence us. The Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they must just stay there wherever they are. Keep their American, and we can keep our South Africa. Sometimes you need to take drastic measures. Yes, there are repercussions there and there that they cut the aid, what, but it's not going to be painful than what we were supposed to go through, to be subjected to, carrying a bowel and always asking being a beggar, always carrying a bowel, being a beggar. That is horrible. That is bad. Let's catch our own fishes. Let's not let America catch fishes for us and then come and feed us. No, we are dependent. Let's do what Commander Ibrahim in Burkina Faso is doing. Let's be bold, man. Let's stop being embarrassments. Let's be bold, because at the end of the day, we want to break free. Africa wants to break free from the Western. Remember, countries like Mozambique, they were captured, colonized. Zimbabwe also got independence in 1980. What these Western countries did? They came to Africa and chose us. That, oh no, France is saying, I'm going to capture Burkina Faso, and these Afrikaners, the Dutch, the Roman Dutch, they said, now we're going to capture from Netherlands, we're going to capture South Africa here, Cape Colony, and all of that. So we need to break free from those chains. Those are the issues that actually keeps us as Africans way behind. That's why I don't really have problems with Africans coming to our country. I've got a serious problem with people who are hooligans who come here and commit crime and want us to laugh and clap hands for them, because we can't also do the same in their countries. So they mustn't try that nonsense. So we've got a spineless government which doesn't really take anything seriously. So these are the issues that are bothering us, and we can see that going forward they will cause chaos. They will cause real issues, and now it will be a little bit too late for us to be able to tackle those issues. That's why we've got platforms like this, so we can tackle those issues and try to diagnose exactly what is happening. So, but we are looking at the commander-in-chief, the president himself, that what are you going to do? Even the celebrities on social media, on Twitter, everywhere, they're still calling for those people, to be arrested when they come back, because those people, they committed treason. It's treason, and this is going to be a test. And if nothing happens to them, I will publicly say the president is useless. We've got a useless president. If he doesn't act on those 4 terrorists, I will say, Mr. President, you are the most useless person in our country, because you are the head. You are the head. The rod starts from the head, then it goes up to the tail there. So if he does nothing about it, he must stop bluffing. He must stop bluffing. And sometimes when you are a president, you are human. You must be angry, publicly so, and express your anger and say, listen, I'm not going to entertain. That is why I said in my other episode, when I was talking about this issue, I said, I wish when they come, the day they come, or maybe a week, maybe for a month, from now on until they come back, these people, I wish Julius Malema can be a president, just for that particular period, to arrest these people. Julius Malema was going to act. I'm telling you. I don't know, people can be bored and whatever. Politicians, sometimes they can be useless. When you expect them to do something, they do absolutely nothing. But I strongly believe that Julius Malema would act on this one. He was definitely going to act on this one. And even when the media asked him, how does he feel about it? He could have expressed exactly how he feels. What I like about Julius Malema is that he doesn't pretend. He's that guy who doesn't pretend, even white people are scared of Julius Malema. That is why he's a threat, and he's representing Africans, black people to be specific. So they know if they deal with Julius Malema, now it will be silence in court. Even some of us, they will bully us, maybe, try everything that, legally, what you said, just like what they are doing to NOTA, this useless Human Rights Commission, the most useless department in our country. Now they are quiet because those people are there and they are doing whatever they are doing. Helen Zille called EFF and MKP dogs. They kept quiet. They didn't say anything. Nothing happened to Helen Zille. Why? Because of the color of her skin. And now NOTA, an African child, stands there in an interview. Nakona, You know, the interview is just a friendly interview. He was not angry, he was not saying let's incite violence or what. He was saying how he feels about them. Then the Toothless Human Rights Commission stands up and calls for people to lodge complaints, and they mustn't try that. They mustn't try that. They will not silence us. We are tired of being bullied by our own government that we fought for them to be there. We fought for those people to be there. For them to be there, we fought for them. We were part of the masses, the forces, who forced the apartheid government to say, hey, listen, enough is enough. We're part of that. We were taught right from tender age to say, you must hate apartheid. Apartheid is the one which is causing you to be poor. Then we grew up with anger to say, oh, the reason why I'm poor is because of apartheid. Then we pushed. We used to push tires and everything when there's protest and push. There they are now, they are there, sitting there with their PhDs. PhDs and degrees and everything. Now they think they are better. They can tell us about the law. Which law? Stop that nonsense. We mean business here. We're talking about serious issues. Why not you want to talk about law? No, we're talking about real issues here. We are being bullied because we are Africans. We can't express ourselves. So they mustn't touch Nota, because Nota is us. Julius Malema is us. Elon Musk must know that he will never get anywhere close to Julius Malema. Never. I know that he made a notification when Julius Malema tweets. He can capture his tweets and check what he's tweeting. He mustn't try that. South Africa, we need to rise. This is the time that we need each other more than any other time. This time, we need each other. Let's unite and fight this monster. Thank you, squatters. Thank you for watching my content. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe. Log in, subscribe. It's for free. Let's hit the mark. Let's hit the 5K. Let's push. Let's show them that we can support one another. Let's engage. Let them see us, because you know what? I've observed that white people have long time had online platforms where they talk about issues and all of that. They indoctrinate many people with their opinions and all of that to make you think that apartheid was not as horrible as people are saying. Apartheid was the most horrible things that was done to black people. So we need platforms like this to emphasize to black people who don't know or who are still having doubts about apartheid. Apartheid was a horrible thing, was brutalizing black people, was a system that was perpetuated by the white people to oppress black people so that they remain superiors and then we remain inferior. So we need to teach people to tell the truth. At least the next generation that will come will be able to watch our videos and know what exactly is apartheid. Thank you, squatters.